Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I wanted to give everybody an update on the Meitz Weiss project. Get a picture of the tag here real quick. This is a 1.5 horsepower engine. Been working on. I originally bought this engine because I had never had a diesel engine before, and I've never had a hot bulb engine before, so this has been quite the fun learning experience. So I loaded this engine up and took it down to Florida Flywheelers here last month, and got a help from a bunch of guys and tried to get it running. It wants to run, but we had some issues. I'll go over them real quick. So whoever bought this engine before me, in here is check balls. And so the fuel is going to come, this is the fuel tank. It's going to come out of here, down around to this check ball where it interacts with the pump, and then through this check ball system and into the injector, which is, if I can get it, which is right. Let's see if I can get a picture of it for you. Well, anyway, it's right there. And here, and in here is where it injects the fuel into the combustion chamber. So after many hours of cranking, we realized that it was flooding. So I took all this apart and realized that whoever put it back together put this check ball system back together incorrectly. And what was happening is when we would turn on this valve, the fuel would just flow all the way through and would just continually drip out of the injector there. It was like a constant flow, and nothing was being compressed or atomized. So we took all this apart, got all that situation straightened up, got it back correctly, and stopped the flooding issue, and was able to go on to other things. Then realized it just would not build compression. We were able to belt it up to an electric motor and try to get it spinning fast enough, and it would go, but it wouldn't stay running, just not enough compression. So what I did was I took the piston, here's the piston out of it. Notice that this piston has these little, the rings are flat on the end, they're not step cut. And it's got this little, I don't know what you call it, little breaker that's the cast iron part of the piston. So if you ever have to order rings, you need to get flat cut rings on the end, which I did. I ordered new piston rings for this. This is the hot bulb section of the engine. Let me flip it over real quick. When you take these bolts out right here, this hot bulb will come out, and there's a gasket behind here, which was blown in this engine when we had it. So we took this off, and I made a new gasket to go on there just to see if it would work. Put it on there, and when we put the heat to it, it pretty much destroyed it. So I'm gonna come back in here with a copper crush O-ring, I think, and see if that will work. Hopefully it will work better. The big issue I have is on this engine is right here in this groove. Let me get a little better angle. Oops, sorry. In this groove right here on the outside, there's a ring that goes in there, and what was in there was this. Fits in there like that, and it was, you can see here on the bottom right there where it was blown out and been eroded away, and that was certainly one reason why it was losing compression. We were getting compression loss through this old ring here, through the lack of a decent gasket in here, and then and the rings just being worn out. Somebody, when they had redone this, they had come back and put 2 smaller rings in each groove, and they were not fit very good at all. There was a lot of slop and play in there. I just don't think there was any way that this engine was going to build enough compression to run on its own. So where I'm at now is got new piston rings coming for this. I got a copper crush gasket coming for this, and this is my next challenge, is to figure out something to put in here. So anybody's got any ideas, I'm all ears. I'd appreciate you letting me know, and hopefully we can get this thing get it some compression and get her running again. Stay tuned. Next will be a video of this thing down at Florida Flywheelers, my display down there, and I'm going to link a video at the end of this video to the original video that I did on this engine with its history. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Thank you guys. Bye bye.